Yes, I am ALPOUGH, but I want you to live and don't be distracted. Tonight, I am Mock here to give you wisdom. The wisdom that maybe you don't believe ALPOUGH is. So maybe you need a fictional character. So tonight I'm going to be that, and maybe you'll believe me instead of believing ALPOUGH, okay? Because ALPOUGH seems to be getting censored, and Mock, we won't say, maybe you won't censor Mock, okay? Because he wants you to live long and don't be distracted. Yes, we are here to spread Sophia's wisdom because she loves you, and so do I. And Mock has something to say. Matter of fact, I love when people comment and they send me things that they want me to read. So before I start the show, I want to read something from wisdom, Sophia's wisdom. And it comes from the book of Proverbs. You know, one of the books I always like, my favorite books of Proverbs, because it always tries to do wisdom. Okay. See, I do believe Proverbs is the beginning of wisdom, not the fear of it, but the beginning of it. So I want to share this passage from the one who bugs me the most, Amanda Darling. Proverbs 4:7, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding. Exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall begin thee to honor. When thou dost embrace her, she shall give to thine head an ornament of grace, a crown of glory. Shall she deliver to thee. Hear, my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. Now remember, if she happens to be the Holy Spirit, which I say she is, and you deny her according to the word, go look it up. If you blaspheme the Holy Spirit, you shall not reach heaven. So Mock is going to begin this first thing, distraction. You see, Sophia doesn't want you to get distracted, and neither do I. So what is distraction? Are you being distracted from being the best person that you can be? What is distraction? First of all, what's the definition of distraction? Something that distracts, an object that directs one's attention away from something else. Being who you are, being what you want to become. How do you handle distraction? Some people might say, well, they turn off the phone to limit their distractions. But is there another distraction that's distracting you? One created a distraction while the other grabbed the money. That's another distraction. So be careful out there that somebody's not distracting you so someone can take your money. Now, there are possible good distractions, like a harmless distraction, a book of words, puzzles, and other distractions. It might be a good movie, okay? But also, the act of distracting or the state of being distracted especially could be mental confusion. So now again, what do you define as your distraction? You are the one who has to figure it out. And when you'll do, as Mock might say, fascinating or very interesting. Have you been making yourself more interesting or less interesting by being distracted? Okay. Now, are you stuck being distracted? Huh? Is it making you not be the person that you want to be? Well, if you are, then write down what is distracting you. You know, it's usually pretty simple things, right? Your time, where your money's going, the relationships you're in, the investment of what you want that makes you be successful. Now, successful starts in the mind, but see, also in the mind, are you being distracted? You see, because you are what you think about. This is probably the most 100th time I've said this already on this show. You are what you think about. And to get rid of the distractions, you first have to become an adult of your mind. This is not children's work. And then to break it down into, I am an adult of my thought. You see, I'm only asking nothing but you to be open. We're all seekers of truth. And we talked about a lot of the stuff about microaggressions this afternoon. You might want to go and look at my other show that this afternoon about the ability of people to try and distract us by saying things that are not of our highest good. Okay? And it's called microaggression. Little things that people say. The little things they say to your face. The little things that they say behind your back. And these are the things that you have to really get a load of on what's being done to you and what role you're playing in it. So how do you get out of it? How do you get out of the distractions? Now, is it a distraction or is it distractions? Most of us, it is distractions, plural, meaning that it's more than one. And so how do we get it? What's the first step? Well, first we got to slow down to speed up. You have to slow down to identify it. What if you hear noise in your car? What if you hear a noise in your wheel? Okay. What if you see smoke coming out of your engine? Do you think you can check it? Speeding? You're going to have to slow down. If you have 5 or 6 things going on in your mind, how are you going to break down to go one at a time? By slowing down to speed up, which goes down to one thought at a time. Okay? One thought at a time. Are the distractions like a bird flying in the middle of your house and you can't catch it? Is your distractions like where you have one foot on the ground and another one on a banana peel? How do you slow it down? By one thought at a time. Now, my most watched video that I've done, that's almost at 3,000 views, is the one I did on one step at a time. One step at a time. One thought at a time. One step at a time. One leap at a time. When you leap, you're not leaping off of 10 places at once. You're leaping off of one. Distractions can be a roadblock. You've been up on a roadblock, right? You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. How do you conquer the distraction? Well, maybe you have to go on a detour. Maybe you have to turn around, go back around, and find your own way. Or, for most of us, it's not like a road, but it's a blockage. And so you have to actually clear the road. You understand? You have to clear the road. Now, what does that mean by clearing the road? That doesn't mean you have to clear the whole road, just enough to drive through, to get rid of the distractions that stop you. All right. That might be people, the ones that you maybe love the most. Sorry, Mark has to drink too. Hey, an American, it's pretty good. American drink. What's the name of that? Something ale. Forgot. Romulan ale. Something like that. Oh, no, that's not what this is. This is not an alcoholic beverages. Okay. So, people. Sometimes you got to get rid of some people. You know, most people that have to deal with distractions, most people say, what's holding me back? A lot of times it's people. It really is. It might be just one. And you know who they are. Maybe you don't even see them every day. Maybe it might be somebody at work that you do see every day. Maybe it might be a relative or a sibling. I have those too. Okay. It doesn't mean you have to get rid of them forever. All right. It just means that you have to get rid of the distraction in order for you to clear the road that is ahead for you. Okay. Now I'm giving just a few examples, but there's many examples. All right. So politics can be a distraction. Okay. Are you eating the red pill and the blue pill? Are you doing what the red pill and the blue pill tells you to do? And not thinking for yourself? Okay. You are the one who has to decide what the distraction is, because you are a spiritual being. Believe it or not. Yes, you, Neo. The Matrix is AI. We are flesh and blood and spirit. And we do go on. And you're not just a spiritual being. Well, I'm not just a spiritual being. You're not just a spiritual being. You see, you're a loving spiritual being. And if you love yourself, you'll say it. I love you, Mark. ALPOUGH. I'm already calling myself Mark. You see, I like my new ears, by the way. You see, you are a loving spiritual being. Why do you think I'm here? Have I asked anybody for a nickel? This is my 74th show. I'm here to give to you because I'm a loving spiritual being. Now, so what you can do, you're going to use the tools that you've been given. Your wisdom tools that Mother wants to show you. Because experience equals wisdom. Love, pure love equals wisdom. And you got it. It only takes one. See, it only takes one to tell you this. And I'm telling it to you. You are a loving spiritual being. Fascinating, isn't it? Wisdom is the great teacher. Ask for it. Ask her for it. Just say, hey, Mother, give me wisdom. It's abundant. And listen to your mind. Listen to your heart. She might be talking to you now. Once you can hear you, because that's what she is, it's you, then you can agree within yourself. And once you agree within yourself, my friend, you'll be fine. What did Jesus say? You will do great things, so go for it. Oh, he may not have said it just like that, but it sounded like that when he said, said you will do great things. So go for it. What do you got to lose? But the distractions. So listen, Sophia loves you, and so do I. Here to spread Sophia's wisdom. My name is wait a minute, ALPOUGH. Let's see, yes, there we go. Amanda, I really get distracted by social media. See, sometimes you got to turn off the television, the social media. You have to just turn it off for a minute, whether or not it's a day or an hour, and okay. My wife loves Mock. Sweetheart, that's my new name. Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Mock. Listen, this has been a great night. I really appreciate you all coming on here. It's really been a good time. I'm going to leave you with one more thing. Okay, my Amanda's bugging me again. John 4:14, 12. Very truly, I tell you, whoever believes in me, I will do the works that I have been doing, and they will do even greater things than these, because I am going to the Father and the Mother. So thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you. I'll be back at 2:30 tomorrow. ALPOUGH. That's me. Mark Comet. First name Michael. Be back 2:30 tomorrow. Love you. Prosper. And don't get